The Tomy Trackmaster Adventures of Thomas the Tank Engine, Episode 2, The Best Passenger Train Race. Thomas the Tank Engine had worked on the island server for many years. When he first came to Sodom, he was a shunter, but after he saved James from an accident, he got his own brand sign, and as a reward also, he got his two own faithful coaches Annie and Clever to help him with his passenger run, on his brand sign. Over the years, Thomas got a lot of friends on Soda, including his Steam Team friend, which includes engines like Edward, Percy, James, Toby, Gordon, and Henry, and Emily too. Thomas was very happy to be on Soda, and he hoped that would never change that for years to come on Soda. One beautiful morning at Napa Station, Thomas was waiting to pick up his passengers for his usual passenger on his brand sign, as Edward was waiting on the other side of the platform. "Hey, Edward," said Thomas carelessly. "What are you doing?" "Oh, waiting for my driver to find where they had their own breakfast at MC Bun." "Oh," said Thomas, "I just doing my normal thing what I usually do, pointing at Annie and Claire about on my usual brand sign route." "Oh, that's nice," said Edward. I just gonna go work on my own brand sign today." "Oh, that's nice," said Thomas. Just then, out of nowhere, James backed up very fast. "Here's James!" And he bumped his coaches very hard. "James, why do you always have to do that? You know your passenger didn't like to be bounced like a piece in a frying pan." "Sorry, Thomas. I just like to make a big entrance because they really love my shiny red paint." "Well, I like nothing more than my beautiful blue coat of paint," said Thomas. "Same here," said Edward. "Same thing with Gordon and nearly everyone else on Soda who was blue." "Oh, be quiet," said Edward. "I like to be anything but red. Besides, the time that framed me one time on my first day on Soda when I was painted it red, he framed me to be painted blue, just like you, Edward. If I was blue, then we look alike." Edward began to laugh. "Be quiet," snapped James. "It's not funny." "Well, it is kind of funny to me," said Thomas. "I have to agree with you, Edward." "Be quiet, you two," said James. "Do not make fun of my past." "Well, because you're kind of like that in the past. Come on, the past is the past, and we can move on to the present." "Oh, that's that's what you said," said James. "Besides, my shiny red paint is a lot better than you." "Here we go with this again," said Thomas shyly. "And besides, I'm much faster than you." "That may be true," said Thomas, "but I did my dirty fat to help you save you from your nasty accident back you were painted black." "Oh, so you meant that my wooden brakes now?" "Come on, I didn't mean that you wouldn't break," said Thomas. "I was just mentioning what really happened with your accident and I came to the rescue and I'm fast on the double." "Whatever you say," said James. "I'm much faster and shinier than you." Thomas just ignored him. Just then, the guard blew his whistle for James to start, and James left with his passengers. "I'd rather just ignore him too," said Edward. "James can be quite a show-off at times." "Yep, better be going too with my own passengers," said Thomas. With that, Thomas left with his passengers. When Thomas got to Elwood Station, he still thinking about what James had said to him. He was so nervous. Toby and Percy will look at Thomas's face. They decided to talk to him. "Hey, Thomas," said Toby. "What's wrong? You're not seem like this." Thomas explained everything what really happened. "Oh, James, said Toby. This reminds me of my first day on Solo, when he said I'm an old-fashioned steam tram. Well, that's technically who I am. Just ignore him, Thomas, said Percy. Well, he usually almost like that, but he kinda means well. You're quite right, you two, said Annie. I kinda agree on that. Same here, said Clarabelle. I had to agree with you two. Thomas managed to smile a little bit. Okay, you guys, if you said so. I understand where you two are coming from. Just then the guard whistles blew. Oh, must be going now. I see you two around. And Thomas left off with his passengers. See you later, Thomas, they said. Later that day, Tom was taking a small goods train going to across the island when he met James at a junction. Oh, hello again, James. Where are you going? Nowhere, said James, except I'm going to go to the scrapyard to collect some scrap. Oh, that's pretty much a shame for you. It sure does, especially for a splendid red engine. A diesel engine would do that kind of sort of job, or another scrap engine to do the job. I don't know about that, said Thomas. Anyways, why do you think you're better than me? Because of my splendid paintwork, and I'm much faster than you. Okay, said Thomas. I understand where you're coming from. We must settle this. The engines fought for a few minutes to find out the sort of solution to figure out the problem. I know, said James. We'll have the best passenger race on Sodor. The best passenger race, said Thomas in confusion. What's that? Well, said James, it's a type of race that will carry the most passengers all the way to the last station. Whoever pulls the most passengers to the last station wins. Oh, that sounds like not a so bad idea, said Thomas. So, where do you think we should do it? Let's do it tomorrow evening on the main line during the evening rush. Great idea, said Thomas. Well, see you tomorrow at the competition, James. Well, see you later, Thomas. Thomas left after signal turns to green. The next evening, the two ended ready to prepare for their race. Thomas backed out to couple up to Annie and Clapper and wait for his passenger to get on. James, on the other hand, was already there, and he was coupled up to the coach and he was ready to go, just waiting for his passengers. Just then, Edward came up. Hello, boys, said Edward. What are you two doing on this fine evening? Oh, said James, we're gonna have a race to see who carried the most passengers, who had the finest and fastest engine on Sodor. Because I figured out yesterday while I was bragging to you two about it yesterday. Edward rolled his eyes. James, Thomas, do you know having a passenger train race is just a bad idea? Who knows? You two might crash into our engine's train, or even worse, wait to have an accident. Nonsense, Edward. You worry too much. Oh, you're gonna crash into something. Come on, Edward, it's gonna be fine. It's not such a bad idea or something. I agree with Thomas. Well, all we care about is winning. And before Edward could think about it, all the passengers are inside their coaches. And before the guy even blow their whistles, are you marked? Get set, go! And with that, the two engines race off, leaving their guards behind. Thomas, wait! You left my guard behind, said Clarabelle. Edward was in a complete shock. Bust my buffers, he said. This will be a disaster. Thomas and James raced across the main line. They're hopping and popping so fast. I'm gonna win, said Thomas. No, I will. This kind of reminds us of our race into the wharf. Yeah, this kind of does. But this time I'm gonna win than you. No, I will, said Thomas. The two puffed and puffed faster and faster. Then there was trouble. On James's line, the signal was green, but on Thomas' line, the signal was red. Thomas didn't know that Diesel was coming off of the goods train. Look out, said Thomas. Luckily, Thomas managed to get out of the siding just in time. You stinky steamy, watch out of the way. Thomas, said Clarabelle. You almost caused an accident with Diesel. Yeah, said Andy. Don't go so fast at dangerous high speeds. Sorry, you two, said Thomas. Sorry, Diesel. But they still kept on going no matter what. They not even left out their passengers off. They sped past Mountain Station, not dropping off their passengers. The passengers on the coach were very cross. Henry saw this as they rushed by. Watch out, you two. You two might have an accident, he said, but they didn't even hear him. Soon, they made it all the way to Vickertown without stopping for any cooling water or any station and passing red signals. They met Dad for Vickertown, and they stopped just at the same time. I won, said Thomas. No, said James. I won. No, said Thomas. I won. While the two were arguing, a bunch of angry passengers stepped out of the platform. You missed my stop, said one passenger. And you missed my stop at Mountain Station, called another passenger. They were arguing so much, they bigger and argued, saying that who won. Just then, Ed with the blue engine came. And outside the other platform came the Topham Hat. The Topham Hat was still cross. Thomas and James, he said in a stern voice. The 2-year caused confusion and delay. What will you two think about traveling on the main line at a dangerous high speed? Thomas, you nearly crashed into Diesel, and you two passed all the stations. What were you thinking? I'm sorry, sir, said Thomas. It was James's idea. You see, earlier yesterday, I bragged I'm faster and shinier than Thomas, so I suggested at the junction that afternoon we decided to have a race to see which one is the fastest one to beat. So we traveled at dangerous high speed, skipped all the stations, tiny crashed into another engine, and to make matters worse, we passed all our passenger stops for a rush. We're very sorry. The Topham Hat was still cross. You two have caused confusion and delay, said the Topham Hat. You two, you better take your passengers back to your stations where they need to go. Yes, sir, they said. With that, they went to refuel, and they went to drop off their passengers with the stations they missed. By the time they come back, Tommy didn't care which engine was better than the other. Neither did James as he popped into Tidmouth. The rest of the engines had heard what had happened. Well, you two learned your lesson, didn't you? Thomas was ashamed. So was James. James spoke first. Thomas, I'm sorry what I said to you from yesterday. That's okay, said James. I decide for everything else that's done. You know, we just have to forget about this ever happened and let's just be friends. Yeah, said James. I have to agree. The other ensign smiled for Thomas and James. Tom and James learned the lesson that no one was better than the other. And with that, they shut their eyes and went to sleep.